Eating out should be a pleasurable and enjoyable experience, not one dominated by anxiety around eating. Yeah, because when I go out to eat, if I see how many calories are in the friggin' meal, it ruins my life. Coach Greg, and today an interesting topic. Certain parts of the world, they don't have laws where you have to actually label the calories in the food that you're eating. Canada, we do. United States, we do. But not everywhere. Certain restaurants, for example, they don't have to tell you how many calories you're eating. So in the UK, they came up with this idea to help tackle obesity. You know, one of the world's largest problems that leading to so many deaths. You know, why don't we make restaurants put the calories, you know, fat, calories, carb, whatever, on meals? Why don't we do that? Why don't we let people make informed and educated decisions? Nope, that's a stupid idea. Why would we want people to have that opportunity? So they came up with a petition. And if you get over 10,000 signatures, the government, it has to look at it. They've already got over 10,000 signatures. Calories are not a constructive way to determine full nutritional value. We asked the government to consider other factors. So yeah, they're like, hey, it's not just all about calories. No, because it's not about calories in, calories out. No, it's not. No. When you go out to eat, you should just go out to eat. You shouldn't worry about how many calories you eat, right? Let's see what else to say in the petition. We believe including calorie counts on restaurant menus would be at the extreme mental and physical detriment of those suffering from eating disorders, which research suggests is somewhere between 1.25 and 3.4 million in the UK alone. You think that knowing how many calories are in the restaurant item that you select is going to cause mental and physical damage? You're that messed up that if you see how many calories are in a food, that's going to ruin your life. It's going to promote obesity and binge eating disorders. You're going to ruin your life forever because you know how many calories. Let's treat us like 6-year-olds. When we were 6, we didn't know how many calories were in a Big Mac. We didn't know there was sugar in pop. We just ate. Let's go back to that. Well, guess what? We've done that. We eat ourselves silly. We become obese, and it's a vicious cycle. It keeps continuing over and over. Let's end this. Let's make educated, informed decisions. If you see the freaking calories, you still want to eat it. But if you see the calories, you're like, oh my goodness, 1,700 calories in that meal. Maybe I don't want to be overweight. Maybe I want to lose weight. I can make a better choice. I can eat meal option B on that freaking restaurant menu. Calorie counts can promote food being seen as a reward that is earned, which can encourage excessive exercise and potentially binging and purging behaviors. So you're saying that if I go to McDonald's and it says how many calories in a Big Mac, that's going to make me see that food is a reward and make me go and throw up after. What? How is it going to do that? It's going to make me say, wow, a Big Mac has this many calories and a small Mac has this many calories. Maybe I'll buy the small Mac. Maybe I don't need the Big Mac. Maybe I need a medium mac and cheese and not a large mac and cheese. Wow, that's a lot of calories in a burger and fries. Maybe I'll just eat the burger. Maybe I'll skip out on the fries and I'll eat the salad. Wow, a salad only has 100 calories. Maybe I'll eat the salad. Eating out should be a pleasurable and enjoyable experience, not one dominated by anxiety around eating. Yeah, because when I go out to eat, if I see how many calories are in the friggin' meal, it ruins my life. The whole night is over. I usually would just go home and take a lot of Prozac. That's what I do, because I can't handle knowing how many calories are in what I'm gonna eat. Or could it equally cause anxiety in saying, oh, I don't know how many calories are in this. I don't know if this is good for me. I'm stressed out because it doesn't say the calories. Now I'm worried. Now I'm going to go home and do 15 hours of cardio and binge and purge because I don't know what I just ate. So it caused me freaking anxiety. You see how either way you can make that argument? It doesn't freaking matter if it's in there or out there. There's going to be anxiety. So at least give people the education. Since when is education bad?
It doesn't matter.
I know. Let's not tell anybody that having sex can lead to STDs or pregnancy. They shouldn't know that. It might cause anxiety when you're having sex. Oh my goodness, I might get her pregnant. Well, I don't want to know that. It's ruined my sexual experience. The next time I go to the doctor and he gives me a prescription, it shouldn't say on the bottle what's in it. Because what if it's mental health problem? What if it's medicine for mental health? Oh, I don't want to know I have mental illness. I have mental illness. What if it's a prescription for something wrong with my heart? I don't want to know that I have a bad heart. I don't want to know I have bad cholesterol. I don't want to be able to read that. It should be a secret. Doctor should be like, just take this, trust me. Don't know what's in it. You don't need to know. You don't want that anxiety. You know what stresses me out? When the freaking gas tank is getting near the bottom. I know, let's remove the freaking gas light indicator because it's causing me anxiety when I'm about to run out of gas.
Is it just the angle I'm looking from?
No, sir. We are down there.
Oh, this is amazing. Oh, I never felt so alive.
I don't want to know. I just want to I just want to drive and never get a warning. Don't inform me about whether or not I want to run out of gas. I'm offended by this. I don't want any numbers on the weights. Because what if I'm having an off day and I'm not strong and it says, hey, these are 30-pound dumbbells, and I'm like, wow, they feel like 40s. I'm depressed. Give me anxiety. I feel like horrible. I feel like I'm freaking weak today. I don't want to know that. It shouldn't say the numbers on the weights. Horrible. Why would they do that? It's embarrassing. I don't want to know if I'm weak. Alarm clocks. Get rid of those. It's telling me to wake up. What if I haven't slept enough? I don't want to know it's time to wake up. That's caused me anxiety. If I wake up in the middle of the night and I look over and it's 4 a.m. and I'm like tired and I know I have to get up at 5 because I'm going to work early, that's giving me anxiety. No more alarm clocks. We don't need the alarm. It's causing me too much freaking stress. And the weather. Who wants to know about the weather? It's giving rain tomorrow. I'm upset. I don't like the rain. I wanted sun. I want to go to the beach. We can't tell us that. I'm going to make a protest. Sign this. No more weather stations. And while we're at it, I don't want to know about all the problems around the world. I don't want to know anything. It's causing me anxiety. I want to blame it on the rain. Why can't I just blame it on the rain?
Blame it on the rain.
I don't want to know that there's explosions going around the world. I don't want to know that there's illnesses, that people are dying and suffering. I don't want to know anything. I want to live with ignorance. I don't want to know about anything happening. I want to be 6 years old again. Well, guess what, people? It's not imagination land. You aren't 6 years old again. You aren't. You're an adult. An adult should deserve to get informed decision-making powers and abilities. You deserve the truth. You deserve to know and make the own decision for yourself. You're a freaking adult. Adults should be informed and be allowed to decide for themselves. I want to eat this. I'm going out to eat, and it says the calories, fat, whatever. And if you want to eat it, power to you. If you don't want to eat it, power to you as well. But you need to have the power. Just like He-Man, he has the power. I want the power too. And if you don't allow me to get that information, then what are we doing? 10,600 people signed that thing as I looked at it. Was it 10,600 restaurant owners? You know, the ones that are going to trick you into, oh, don't worry about it. They don't want you to know that it's not good for you. They don't want you to know how many calories are in their food, because guess what? If you did know, you might make a better decision. You might not go to that restaurant. You might go to a different restaurant. You might not even go to a restaurant. You might be like, wow, it's not worth all those calories. The power to diet comes from knowing what's in the foods that you're eating. If you have the knowledge to know what is in what you're eating, you can decide for yourself, is it in fact worth it? If you see a cheesecake on your plate and you know it's 1,000 calories and it's a small little piece and you're like, oh, I still want that, then eat it. But if you don't know it's 1,000 calories and you think it's 300 and you eat it, you were essentially tricked into eating that because you weren't given the power to know that. Imagine taking a job and not knowing your salary until the end of the year and says, here's your pay. Would you like that? Or would you want to know in advance, you are going to be paid $50 an hour or $5 an hour, and you can choose which job you pick. People are obese in the first place, partly because they don't actually know the calories in the foods they're eating. If we all did from an early age, we would have much more information and a much better ability to decide, will I or won't I eat this? If you know you need about 2,500 calories, for example, or if you think you need 1,500, you can say, wow, that whole day's amount of calories is in that meal. I probably shouldn't eat it all at once. You have that knowledge, but without it, you don't know. You're guessing. We as a society are guessing on how many calories are in the foods we eat all the time. That's one of the reasons my coaching and my diet plans work. I try to give them low calorie dense foods. That way, you are full on few calories. Even if you don't know how many calories are in the food you're eating, you know it's a low amount. You know it's not a lot. So you end up being full on less calories. If you eat high calorie dense foods, you eat till you're full, it's gonna be a high amount. You don't know how high, but it's a high amount. Think about it. Ice cream and cheesecake and pizzas and chips. You can eat a lot of calories when you eat these kinds of foods. When you go to restaurants, they usually put in a lot of fat because it tastes better. A lot of sugar, it tastes better. It's more worried about taste. They want you coming back. They want you to be like, wow, this tastes really good. Most of the times, lower calorie dense foods don't taste as good. That's why it took me freaking decades to develop the cookbook that I did. So next time I drink alcohol, I don't want to know the percentage. What if it's a high percent? I might get drunk. I don't want to know. It's spoiling it. I should just say, alcohol. It should be a surprise if there's alcohol in it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And I know, why don't they sell cigarettes that maybe has weed in it, maybe it doesn't? It should be a surprise. Why would you want to know? It might give me anxiety. I might be stressed out if I know that there's weed in it. I don't want to know. Just if there is, I'll deal with it later. That's the same thing as if there isn't any calorie information, I'll just deal with it later. I'll eat this and I'll get fat and I'll deal with it later. Do you think you should deal with if there's drugs in something to deal with it later? Oh, I didn't know there was a drug in there. I'll deal with it later. Same freaking thing, people. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette, IP Pro. Blooping up these 2 videos. Hope you like this. Hope you agree with me. So freaking stupid. And until next time, I am out. I want to be ignorant and blissful. I want to live in it. I want to live with ignorance. I want to live with ignorance. I don't want to know about anything happening.